Let's say we want to buy a gold mine. Now, to acquire a gold mine, we have this concept of enterprise value. This will tell us what the value is of a company that we acquire. And how is this calculated? The enterprise value is the market cap plus the debt minus cash. So why is this formulated like this? Because when you acquire a company, you will need to pay off the shareholders of that company and the debt holders of that company. So this represents the shareholders, the market cap of a company. And this represents the debt holders. And you get the cash for free. So that's minus. So when you do that, you can acquire your gold mine based on this enterprise value. So this is my gold mine, and this company has an enterprise value. So I'm putting a cash investment in this gold mine, and I acquire it by paying off the shareholders and the debt holders. So I have $1, for example. I buy this company for $1, and I hope to get an investment return after 10 years, maybe, and hope that that $1 is going to $10, a 10x. Right? Now, let's say we have two companies, we have two gold mines, and they have the same market cap and they have the same earnings. So which one would I buy? Because if you just look at the PE ratio, it would be the same, right? Same market cap, same earnings. PE ratio of 2, and this one also has a PE ratio of 2 because it has the same market cap, same PE, and it's having the same earnings. So both have a PE ratio of 2. So I would not be able to choose between the two if I only look at the PE ratio, right? This is why enterprise value is much more important, because enterprise value not only looks at the market cap, which represents the shareholders, but it also looks at the debt of the company. And this is where the things are different between these two companies. The first company has a lot of cash, and that cash is equal to the amount of debt. So basically, the market cap is the same as the enterprise value in this case. PE is 2, EV to E is 2, right? Because with that cash, you can just pay off the debt. This looks like a very cheap company. Enterprise value to earnings is 2. But when we look at the second company, this company has the same equity, right? But has much less cash and a huge amount of debt. There's a pile of debt that needs to be paid off. First company doesn't have that debt. This company has much more debt and less cash. So what is the enterprise value in this case? Same market cap, right? Plus the debt, which is much higher, minus the cash. So the enterprise value here is 6 to earnings. So let's say here you have earnings of 1 and the enterprise value is 2. Then in 2 years, you will reach your enterprise value. So earnings would go from here. After 1 year, it goes to here. And after 2 years, it goes to here. Then you have reached your enterprise value. Cash minus debt is erased. That's 0. And from then on, after 2 years, you can start earning your investment return. Only after 2 years. Here, on the other hand, you start with 1 year, 2 years, but you need to pay off the debt first because you don't have enough cash. So here you also need to pay off 1 year, 2 years of debt, 3 years, 4 years of debt. And then after 6 years, you reach your enterprise value. So that's the difference between company 1 and 2. In company 2, you need to wait 6 years until you reach your enterprise value. In company 1, you reach your enterprise value already in 2 years. So that's the difference between company 1 and 2. Which one would you buy? Of course, you would buy the first company instead of the second company. Even though the PEs are the same, this one has much more debt to pay off. And this one is, of course, a better deal because the debt is already erased with the cash. So that's the importance of looking at enterprise value to earnings. Don't just use the price to earnings ratio. Okay, that was the video, and I hope you have learned something from this.